Did you know that one of America's most haunted bridges, Goatman's Bridge, is said to be a portal to another dimension? That's right, a chilling gateway where ghostly encounters and inexplicable events have terrified visitors for decades. But that's not all. Today we're uncovering the eerie tales behind not just one but three of the most haunted bridges in the United States. Goatman's Bridge in Texas, Crybaby Bridge in South Carolina, and Stuckey's Bridge in Mississippi. Stay with us as we delve into their dark histories and spine-tingling hauntings. Imagine standing here, hearing whispers in the dark, or seeing glowing eyes emerge from the shadows. Legend has it this bridge is cursed by the spirit of a goat-like creature. But what if I told you the real story behind its name is even more shocking? Stick around because we're about to uncover it. But first, let's take a journey to a bridge where the cries of an infant haunt the night. Crybaby Bridge. The name itself sends shivers down your spine. This seemingly ordinary bridge hides a tragic tale. Legend has it, a young mother once threw her baby off the bridge during a moment of despair. Now, locals claim to hear phantom cries and feel icy hands pushing them back as they peer over the edge. But here's the twist. There are dozens of crybaby bridges across America, each with a slightly different story. Why do so many bridges share this haunting name? Could it be a coincidence? Or is there something universal about bridges that attracts such sorrowful spirits? Some say if you visit at midnight and call out, "I've got your baby," you'll hear the anguished cries of the ghostly mother. Would you dare to try it? Let us know in the comments below if you've had any eerie experiences on a crybaby bridge. Now let's head to Mississippi, where Stuckey's Bridge harbors a chilling secret. This wooden bridge, decaying and shrouded in mystery, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a man named Stuckey. Legend says he was a murderous innkeeper who lured travelers to their doom. He'd rob them, kill them, and hang their bodies from this very bridge. They say Stuckey was eventually caught and hanged from the same bridge where he committed his heinous crimes. But his story doesn't end there. Visitors report hearing the sound of a rope creaking and seeing a shadowy figure swinging in the moonlight. Here's a detail that'll send chills down your spine. Several paranormal investigators claim their equipment malfunctions near this spot. EMF readers spike, cameras glitch, and one investigator even captured what appeared to be a noose dangling in thin air. Could this be the spirit of Stuckey himself? But what if these hauntings are more than just ghost stories? Could they be warnings left behind for the living? We'll explore that next, but first, let's go back to Goatman's Bridge for the reveal you've been waiting for. Earlier we teased that the true story behind Goatman's Bridge is even darker than the legends suggest. Well, here it is. The bridge's haunting roots trace back to the 1930s when a black goat farmer named Oscar Washburn was lynched by local vigilantes. They tied a noose around his neck and threw him over the bridge, but when they looked down, his body had vanished. Since then, eerie encounters have plagued this spot, with visitors reporting spectral figures and even being chased by something not entirely human. Skeptics might dismiss these stories as folklore, but what if the bridge truly serves as a portal? Paranormal experts believe locations with such dark histories can trap energy, creating what they call a psychic residue. Is that what's happening here? Could the spirits of those wronged be seeking justice? Or is it something even more sinister? As we delve deeper, the mysteries of Goatman's Bridge only seem to grow, leaving us with more questions than answers. And here's a question for you. If these bridges could talk, what secrets would they reveal? What would they warn us about? Let's dig deeper. What is it about bridges that attract so many hauntings? Could it be their historical significance, the tragic events that often occur on them, or something more supernatural? Consider this. Bridges symbolize transitions, from life to death, from one realm to another. Some paranormal researchers believe this symbolism can act as a magnet for spirits. And when combined with trauma, it's a recipe for paranormal activity. Take Goatman's Bridge, for example. Historical records hint that the legends may have been fueled by racial tensions and violent history in the area. Does this mean the hauntings are a manifestation of unresolved history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're testing the legend here tonight. Will we hear cries? Will something push us back? Stay tuned. This is about to get intense. Did you hear that? It sounded like a baby crying. Could it be the legend coming to life? Or just the power of suggestion? Either way, the mystery of haunted bridges continues to captivate us. Today, we've journeyed through the eerie tales of Goatman's Bridge, Crybaby Bridge, and Stuckey's Bridge. Each one holds its own dark secrets and spine-chilling mysteries. By exploring their haunted pasts, we've gained more than just ghost stories. We've uncovered lessons about the lingering power of tragedy, the unknown, and the human need to connect with the beyond. If you've enjoyed this exploration into the paranormal, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more thrilling investigations. And don't forget to share your own ghostly encounters in the comments below. A lot of these bridges were built way back in the 1800s and early 1900s when America was growing really fast. They were often out in the middle of nowhere, where accidents happened a lot, and it was hard to get help. These lonely places became perfect for scary stories and legends. You'll hear a lot about sad things happening on these bridges. Maybe a heartbroken lover, a lost kid, or an angry ghost. These stories show us the tough times and fears of the people who built and used these bridges. Haunted bridges kind of remind us of the sad parts of history, the times of sadness and trouble that seem to stick around. But why bridges? Well, bridges connect things, right? They connect places, times, and maybe even our world and the next. They're like a symbol of the blurry line between the living and the dead, which makes them the perfect spot for ghost stories. So next time you're on an old, noisy bridge, remember it's not just a way to get from here to there. It might be a doorway to another world, a place where the past and present hang out together, and where you can almost hear whispers of sad things that happened long ago. Let's hear some real stories from people like you, who've been to these spooky bridges and made it back to tell the tale. First up is Sarah. She went to Crybaby Bridge with her friends on a foggy night. She says, "We were standing on the bridge and we heard a baby crying. We thought it was a joke, but it got louder and louder, like the baby was really upset. We couldn't see anyone, and it got super cold all of a sudden. We ran away, but I still hear those cries in my head." Next, we have Mark, who was brave enough, or maybe foolish enough, to go to Goatman's Bridge all by himself. He says, "I didn't believe the stories, but when I started walking on the bridge, I felt really scared. Then I saw this dark shadow with glowing red eyes at the other end. It was there for a second, and then gone. I don't know what it was, but it made me a believer." Lastly, we have Emma's story. She was at Stuckey's Bridge with her family. She says, "We were taking pictures, and we saw these weird balls of light in the photos. We thought it was the camera, but then we saw them with our own eyes, just floating around. We were so scared, we left right away." These stories show us that these haunted bridge legends aren't just stories. They're real things that happen to people. Have you had a spooky experience at a bridge? Tell us about it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. And as always, keep hunting those haunts.